Hey guys, hope this is working. I'm checking these little vids in between to make sure I'm not totally in the dark. Let's try this one. Rule number 6. Oh, this one gets me in trouble. Rules are meant to be followed and broken. Oh my God, are you a rule breaker? There's a deep-seated rebel in me that when someone says, do it this way, I want to try something outside of the box instead. What's with that? Or I want to question, by whom authority does this rule come? Kind of sounds biblical. And how out of date is it, this rule that you're telling me? And so many of the rules we hear are just repeated and repeated and repeated on the internet by ourselves that we start to believe they're holy gospel. And there's some wiggle room in some of these things. So, how much of what we are told seems like parroting popular medical jibber-jabber and we are expected to follow without question? My philosophy is always seek your truth. What works for me is not your holy grail. I spent a long period the first 6 months feeling like a faker because I did not follow the standard operating procedure, post-RNY. I did not enjoy meat any longer. Solid animal protein did not appeal. Oh, the occasional steak, yes, or burger. Okay, scallops always. But every day? Nope. I was so in love with mushy lentils and legumes and greens and mixtures with protein-packing non-animal sources of food. But I was losing. And then the guilt. The lie I was living. And I finally heard the good news from Dr. Garth Davis from an OH conference video that's online. You can be a healthy flexitarian, and lots of people were doing it. Quasi-vegetarian, all vegetarian. I saw the heavens part and heard the alleluias come down from the skies. I found my peace, my own path. What works for me is not your holy grail. I'm perfectly healthy. I eat lots of fiber, veg, fruit, etc. I take supplements, so what's to worry? But again, we all have to find our own paths to enlightenment. Could I do better on my protein intake? Absolutely. Could I do better on my water intake? Absolutely. I'm a work in process. But again, our rules are meant to be followed and broken, tweaked, personalized, owned. But always talk to your physician about this, or your nutritionist. Okay? Number 7, feel the fear and do it anyway. This is a book somebody gave me back when I was working in sales. Feel the fear and do it anyway. A true statement. You will be afraid of the unknown. As much as you want this new life, there will be scary changes sometimes. And you may not have counted the cost. I mean, really, I'm going to say that it's a good thing if you don't count the cost completely, because you don't even know what you're giving up to gain what you're gaining. I mean, some of the things I did count the cost about dying in case I might die, but other than that, I didn't think about it. People say, oh, you're really a foodie. You really like food. Oh, it's going to be really hard. I thought, no. I didn't consider if I or my husband would like the way I looked skinny. My ribs stick out. My bones stick out the front, too. I have the saggiest butt known to man. I don't even have a butt anymore. Never in a million years did I think my butt would go away. Hipless. It's a whole different shape than I really thought who I was all these years. It took some getting used to. It takes some time to embrace. And I have done that now. So I look a little like Peter Pan and not Marilyn Monroe. That's okay. I kind of love this new frame I have. But it was a process. 12 months. I didn't think about friends I might lose. I didn't count that cost. But I haven't lost any. Or the pleasures of social dining. Didn't think about that. There's a loss there for sure, a little bit. But, as you go on about your business, the less you go out, the better off you are at first. But now go out occasionally, and I know to order something I can take home half or split with my husband or get off the child's menu, and I'm not afraid to tell the first person who walks up to the table, I've had gastric bypass surgery, so my stomach is this big. I can only eat so much. Would you mind if I ordered off the child's menu? Or I'm just going to have an appetizer. Or no, thank you, I can't drink while I'm eating. I don't mind telling people. So, you have to feel yourself along. Feel your way along. I'm definitely a cheap date. Parties, I don't get invited to many parties. But pace yourself. Oh, I did go to a friend's house for dinner, and it was wonderful. I don't do like I did. I filled up on olives and cheese and wine, and then I had to throw up when I sat down to eat their beautifully glazed teriyaki salmon because there was no room left at the end, and it was just too heavy after everything I'd already taken in, and I spent the evening in the bathroom. And that wasn't a very nice thing to say to my host. So, believe it or not, after all these years of saying it, to try to make yourself want to stay on a diet, nothing tastes as good as thin feels. Honestly, we used to say it, hoping it would stick or make something shift. It never really did. But I can say it now because it's true. It's my truth. Nothing. Thank God for this surgery because it's the surgery that's helped me get to this place. Nothing tastes as good as being thin feels. Number 8, peace of mind is worth more than its weight in gold. Peace of mind is worth more than its weight in gold, or my weight in gold is what I wrote. And that is key for me. I know my success comes from the surgery, my commitment, but my commitment to self-care leads to a place of inner peace. It is the goal I seek with every breath. I do all I can to keep away from strife and stress and upset because I am too much of an empathetic sponge. I will soak it all up and let it tear me apart. So I choose every day, first, to walk. Every day I walk with my dog, and I leave my cookie-cutter neighborhood as fast as my feet will carry me, across the road to a deserted soccer field and a back road, where we walk as close to nature as the brambles and the poison ivy will allow us. I feel such harmony in my body movement, my breathing, the breeze against my face, the leaves that swirl, or the wildflowers that sway, the sounds, the colors, the thoughts that flow through my mind. Clarity of thought, leading to insights and revelation and growth. Heaven. Surely I'm in heaven in all these moments. It is the best part of my day. So for me, grasping's not a good word, embracing any path that leads to peace, whether it's a quiet moment, a little meditation, a little spell in the hot tub early in the morning when the steam is rising off the water and nobody's out there, walking my dog, not being in the world. I'm honestly very grateful that I'm not working this year because I don't have to be out there stressing, straining, meeting deadlines, being upset by people that would cause me to eat. So peace of mind is worth more than my weight in gold. That's number 8. And I will leave you, and I will make one last video for number 9 and 10 and a quick summary. Thanks very much. For anybody that's interested, it's all here.